Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Render holy by means of religious rites. Make the sign of the cross over someone in order to call on God for protection. Consecrate. Confer prosperity or happiness on. Give a benediction to. The dying man blessed his son. Give entirely to a specific person, activity, or cause. Consecrate your life to the Church. Dedicate to a deity by a vow. Render holy by means of religious rites. Appoint to a clerical posts. Solemnly dedicated to or set apart for a high or sacred purpose. A life consecrated to science. Render holy by means of religious rites. Render holy by means of religious rites. Make pure or free from sin or guilt. Structure displaying a board on which advertisements can be posted. The highway was lined with signboards. A perceptible indication of something not immediately apparent, as a visible clue that something has happened. He showed signs of strain. Mark with one signature. Write one's name, on. She signed the letter and sent it off. Make the sign of the cross over someone in order to call on God for protection. Consecrate. Any nonverbal action or gesture that encodes a message. Signals from the boat suddenly stopped. Engage by written agreement. They signed 2 new pitchers for the next season. Used of the language of the deaf. An event that is experienced as indicating important things to come. It was a sign from God. Approve and express assent, responsibility, or obligation. Have you signed your contract yet? Communicate silently and non-verbally by signals or signs. He signed his disapproval with a dismissive hand gesture. Astrology, one of 12 equal areas into which the zodiac is divided. Having an indicated pole, as the distinction between positive and negative electric charges. Charges of opposite sign. A character indicating a relation between quantities. Don't forget the minus sign. A fundamental linguistic unit linking a signifier to that which is signified. The bond between the signifier and the signified is arbitrary. A gesture that is part of a sign language. A public display of a message. He posted signs in all the shop windows. Be engaged by a written agreement. He signed to play the casino on December 18th. Communicate in sign language. I don't know how to sign, so I could not communicate with my deaf cousin. Medicine. Any objective evidence of the presence of a disorder or disease. There were no signs of asphyxiation. Place signs, as along a road. Sign an intersection. Announce publicly or officially. The president declared war. Declare to be. She was declared incompetent. Authorize payments of. Declare dividends. Designate, a trump suit or no trump, with the final bid of a hand. Make a declaration, of dutiable goods, to a customs official. Do you have anything to declare? Proclaim one's support, sympathy, or opinion for or against. His wife declared at once for moving to the West Coast. State emphatically and authoritatively. He declared that he needed more money to carry out the task he was charged with. State firmly. He declared that he was innocent. Show, express or direct through movement. He gestured his desire to leave. The use of movements, especially of the hands, to communicate familiar or prearranged signals. Motion of hands or body to emphasize or help to express a thought or feeling. Something done as an indication of intention. A political gesture. Show, express or direct through movement. The act of changing location from one place to another. Police controlled the motion of the crowd. Show, express or direct through movement. An optical illusion of motion produced by viewing a rapid succession of still pictures of a moving object. The cinema relies on apparent motion. A natural event that involves a change in the position or location of something. A formal proposal for action made to a deliberative assembly for discussion and vote. He made a motion to adjourn. The use of movements, especially of the hands, to communicate familiar or prearranged signals. A change of position that does not entail a change of location. The reflex motion of his eyebrows revealed his surprise. A state of change. They were in a state of steady motion. Present. The university conferred a degree on its most famous former student, who never graduated. Have a conference in order to talk something over. We conferred about a plan of action. Present. Bestow an honor on someone. Bestow a quality on. Give as a gift. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Request earnestly, something from somebody, ask for aid or protection. Cite as an authority, resort to. He invoked the law that would save him. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Put forward for consideration or discussion. Bring up an unpleasant topic. Raise from a lower to a higher position. Cause to load, an operating system, and start the initial processes. Make reference to. Look after a child until it is an adult. Bring up children. Cause to come to a sudden stop. Promote from a lower position or rank. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Call down the spirits from the mountain. Censure severely or angrily. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Evoke or provoke to appear or occur. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. He conjured wild birds in the air. Engage in plotting or enter into a conspiracy, swear together. Ask for or request earnestly. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. A rapid active commotion. Affect emotionally. A stirring movie. To begin moving. As the thunder started, the sleeping children began to stir. Stir feelings in. Stir emotions. Stir the feelings, emotions, or peace of. A prominent or sensational but short-lived news event. Move very slightly. Emotional agitation and excitement. Mix or add by stirring. Move and implement through. Stir the soup. Call forth emotions, feelings, and responses. Arouse pity. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Stop sleeping. To begin moving. Cause to become awake or conscious. Cause to be alert and energetic. Stimulate sexually. This movie usually arouses the male audience. Call forth emotions, feelings, and responses. Raise a smile. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Raise the specter of unemployment. Cause to become alive again. Raise from the dead. The act of raising something. Firemen learn several different raises for getting ladders up. Cause to puff up with a leaven. Invigorate or heighten. Cause to assemble or enlist in the military. Raise an army. The amount of salary is increased. He got a 3% raise. Give a promotion to or assign to a higher position. An upward slope or grade, as in a road. Put an end to. Raise a siege. Put forward for consideration or discussion. Raise the question of promotions. Raise from a lower to a higher position. Move upwards. Increase. Cultivate by growing, often involving improvements by means of agricultural techniques. We raise hogs here. Construct, build, or erect. Raise in rank or condition. Look after a child until it is an adult. Raise a family. Activate or stir up. Raise a mutiny. Bet more than the previous player. Bid, one's partner's suit, at a higher level. Bring, a surface or a design, into relief and cause to project. Raised edges. Cause to be heard or known, express or utter. Raise a shout. Collect funds for a specific purpose. The president raised several $million for his college. Create a disturbance, especially by making a great noise. Raise hell. Establish radio communications with. They managed to raise Hanoi last night. Increasing the size of a bet, as in poker. I'll see your raise and double it. Multiply, a number, by itself a specified number of times. 8 is 2 raised to the power 3. Pronounce, vowels, by bringing the tongue closer to the roof of the mouth. Raise your O. Raise the level or amount of something. Raise my salary. Call forth emotions, feelings, and responses. Evoke sympathy. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Evoke or provoke to appear or occur. Call to mind. This remark evoked sadness. deduce, a principle, or construe, a meaning. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Put before. Insist on having one's opinions and rights recognized. Propose as a candidate for some honor. Consecrate anew, as after a desecration. Administer an oil or ointment to, often in a religious ceremony of blessing. Administer an oil or ointment to, often in a religious ceremony of blessing. Choose by or as if by divine intervention. She was anointed the head of the Christian fundamentalist group. Administer an oil or ointment to, often in a religious ceremony of blessing. Administer an oil or ointment to, often in a religious ceremony of blessing. Oil paint containing pigment that is used by an artist. Administer an oil or ointment to, often in a religious ceremony of blessing. A dark oil consisting mainly of hydrocarbons. Any of a group of liquid edible fats that are obtained from plants. A slippery or viscous liquid or liquefiable substance not miscible with water. Cover with oil, as if by rubbing. Oil the wooden surface.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.